My name is Lina Sandrova, and I'm one of your internal commissioner candidates. In this brief session, I'll address some of the questions that my voters and our fellow candidates may have asked in a shared Q&A session. This would have been the situation of an executive candidate relying on a wheelchair or crutches, for example, who would not have been able to easily access the UTGSU gym where this year's candidates debate was held. The building of the UTGSU office, according to government plan for all of Ontario, will need to be in compliance with the Accessibility for Ontarians with Disabilities Act 2005 by the end of 2024. So get ready, we have to achieve that as executive and council. Why do I believe I'm a strong candidate for the position? If elected, I'll be able to rely on student experience from degree and non-degree studies and some teaching at 5 universities in 4 countries, which helped me to better relate to the many international fellow grad students. My current vision of student governance has been shaped through work on constitutions, policies, advocacy, and similar. More actively since 2012, it was developed as a member of councils and committees of the UTGSU, OISE-GSA, also the Department of Social Justice Education, and my home faculty, OISE. I look forward to seeing these ideas in practice, many of which do require an executive position to implement. What do I mean by I'll remain a dedicated advocate for equity and for students as what I call actual academic citizens? Simply, that grad students need to be actors that count, both in doing research and in student and university governance alike. The indisputable benefit of more actively recruiting the knowledge and experience of more students in both student and university governance gave me the idea of quote-unquote augmented student rep positions and also quote-unquote split governance positions, about which I say more on my website, lin2018.wordpress.com. Along these lines, an important task can be to bring back the annual UTGSU Graduate Student Conference, another to promote student publishing, that is students who act as authors, editors, online journal managers, which is what I myself have been and done. How do I see the proposed implementation of bringing academic knowledge into student governance? I'll put special emphasis on projects combining academic and practical orientation, of which the annual conference and the student-led publishing sketched above are good examples. What about my declared high priority of issues around global and local indigeneities, as well as to access broadly defined? On the subject of territorial indigeneities, there will be work on reading and understanding that non-Indigenous can do individually and in groups. At the more advanced stage, actual Indigenous, non-Indigenous collaborations will be possible and productive. As to access, let's start with the UTGSU building itself, making the office welcoming and properly accessible for various bodies, colors, knowledges, and temperaments.